Hey guys, it's Teng coming at you with another game of Total War Three Kingdoms. We're here with our Teng command, and man is it ever not going well. We're slapped with sanctions by the Emperor. We're not making any money. And, yeah. The only thing we've got going for us is that we have rebellions every single turn, because everybody hates us. So we've got to do something. We can't do anything, though, because if we fight anybody, then the Emperor will hate us even more. Because he hates us because we don't have... Because our people are so unhappy, right? And that makes everything else worse here, too. So we can't do anything. We're just going to wait around to lose, or for something to change, whichever happens first. Or for everybody to leave the faction because they're upset. That would also work. Because I really don't want to lose her, but I guess we don't really have a choice. We're just gonna like take her swords away real quick. That way, alright, she's stuck with it. Like that way, if she leaves, then that one's not good at all. It's part of a set. Maybe that matters. Anyway, but yeah, we're just in terrible shape here. We could give her a more prestigious title. You know, that'll help. That'll also make us go upside down. Do we cut a spear guard? Yes. Why do we even have the spear guard? I'm so bad at this game. Because we can't... There's no point in paying them right now. We'll just have... Because we didn't even use them in our previous fight. We'll just have to be as shoestring as possible for, I don't know, another 15 years? Maybe another 15 years. Now, everybody else will get, like, mega strong in that time period, but... But if we can go for that long, then we'll probably be strong enough to beat anybody in a face-to-face fight. Maybe. Actually, probably not, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. The run might be over. But, you know, you hate to give up before your enemy has actually defeated you. But I spent like 30 turns doing what I should have done on on turn 4. So the whole run was torched at the beginning because I failed. I failed at this one battle. But we didn't get a game over, so I kept rolling with it. And we're just still dealing with the consequences of that failure now, which are considerable and everlasting. And we're just hanging out here, repeatedly getting everybody mad. Repeatedly getting everybody mad. I guess we can look for any good pickups. Anybody too good would just leave, of course. Maybe if we drop him from the army, we can't... Well, no, that's administered commandery, and we don't have administrators. Alright, so that won't help. And the son has been born. We'll say loyalty is more important. Oh, no, we should upgrade the silk thing. Of course, that's more losable, but that's sort of like our whole faction identity. and keep on whiling away the years. It's super rough. At least we haven't met Cao Cao yet. He would really be able to mess us up. Because now everybody's upset too. Yeah, everybody's so mad. Do we get rid of all of our children? Yeah, I think we just have to get rid of all of our children. Not like from the earth. Maybe... like, that'll make everybody more unhappy. Maybe we can marry someone in. And then we'll just marry our sons off to everybody who's got daughters that's around. Which is just him. Well, you know, at least we got rid of one of them. And then we just let these guys leave. Like, we're not putting up with their unhappiness. And that makes other people slightly more happy. Not her. She, like, nothing's gonna make her happier. Oh, we took away her special swords. If she leaves, then she leaves, you know. What are you gonna do? We need to build a school, but we don't have anywhere to do it. That's rough. That's super rough. Without a school, we can't go further up the tech tree. Does Luigi start with filial and corrupt? He's a very good retinue. He's super old. He might have an assignment that'll help. He does not. Well, it'll get us some more money until he leaves for being upset. And that's good. He can be a hermit up in these mountains. Man, the Emperor is so mad at us. He's not like ultimately mad at us, but he's really, really mad at us. Give him that. Will it make people happier? No. It was worth a shot. Yeah, this run is... you know, it's pretty scuffed. I'm unwilling to declare it over. Hey, we got success. So we got a mission to make the Emperor like us better. So now that we did it, he likes us a little better. So we're gonna get out of the total ditch which we need a lot more than that, or we're not going to be able to declare war on anybody. Wu and Guo levels up. He gets filial and corrupt though, so that is very good. That means we're going to remove his weapon and call Lu Ji back actually. And then next turn we'll do filial and corrupt, which will at least get us satisfaction stabilized-ish. We get the battle running speed and authority, which doesn't get us to another breakpoint, but soon we'll get mighty knockback, which is very good indeed, and final rush, which exists. But, you know, things are finally looking up if nobody declares war on us next turn. But since we just married our son into Dongmin's family by way of the daughter of his deceased brother, Dong Zhuo, hopefully that'll buy us a little bit of time there. And Xian will need to get, because she is both a good strategist, and if you don't have... You'll get bigger public order problems. All right, we need to build this city so that we can build a school, so that we can tech in the year 201. Man, we are not doing well, but maybe it'll work out. Filial and corrupt here. Wish I would have paid attention. We could have been doing that a long time ago. And here, they'll just have to deal with 2 people in this army, because I can't afford a third one. I don't remember how much it is to get Xian, and really it would be nice to get her into an army and get levels up and stuff. And we can get filial and corrupt on him in a couple turns, which is probably the direction we'll go in the event that he levels up at all, which he probably won't. But, hey, at least we're positive 900 in money. Is any of that from diplomacy deals? I don't think so. I think it's just that we got trade, yeah. So we have to spend 2 grand picking up Xian, but that's another filial and corrupt that we immediately get. Another fire arrow, and that'll give us +1 satisfaction across the board due to her item. And really, we wouldn't be able to deal with the satisfaction we would hit if we didn't get it. But fortunately, we had just enough money. We're at 52 favor with the Emperor, and dropping only 1 a turn now. He wants to vassalize us. I don't want to do that. That would be 1 route to survival, but I can barely pay for my guys right now. And I think you got to pay like 25% of everything, right? So, yeah, we wouldn't be able to pay for our troops anymore if we did that. And that's just the same as not playing the game. No, not really. It's just very close to it. Alright, so... now she's upset. She wants a job, and I don't have a job to give her. Like, where do we get an assignment? All the way up there. Yikes. I guess we grab the admin position. Now, he would be actually pretty good at administering there. She'll make money, and it'll make her happy. She's the one we have to make happy at the moment, anyway. You know, she's got a Commerce Silk and Spice mod, so that's good. Super rough.
我们不会攻击你的。此所谓两制相逢。
Just sign a non-aggression pact with him, because like I can't afford to aggress anybody. The Emperor will flip out on me. It's gonna take us like years to get high enough in favor. Because like that, you know, we're gonna be neutral here if we're lucky. And that'll give us satisfaction and everything. Or and some, not and everything. We're far past getting everything here. But we just need to keep an eye out for a bandit sentinel or any really good uniques. There's no way to play Total War. We'll take this. We'll need this in the event that... So, when Yanshu finally kicks off, then he'll be declared an enemy of the Han, and that'll give us somebody to fight eventually. Hey! There we go. We can fight Liu Biao. Now, if we do that, we leave our lands defenseless. So we have to do something. I mean, we don't. We don't have to do something. We need to have an army here that can deal... They're nonsense. However, I'm like, I don't want to pay anyone to do it. Well, isn't that a problem? Maybe we'll be able to pay somebody to do it. Maybe Ma Chao can do both of them. It's often the fate of one of the sons in my playthroughs to do nothing but put down rebellions. Just nothing at all but put down rebellions. But we're gonna go and fight Liu Biao, and maybe that'll give us something, right? Because we can't afford any more army than this. If we do, then we're not gonna... I mean, I guess we could try to afford more army than this and just wait a few turns, but no, we're just gonna roll out with this. Hope to get something done, and maybe they'll declare war on us while we're away. That'd be fun. No, you know, we're friends with Hansui, and we made a political marriage with Dongming, so we're gonna hope that doesn't happen, right? Now, in point of fact, I don't actually know where... Alright, so he's cool with military access, which is awesome. Good. We can even get him to pay us for it. This is going to let him get to Liu Biao, so that makes sense that he would want it. Alright.
我方接受你的提议。
We'll just swoop in that way. Now, with military access and a friendly demeanor towards us, you know, he's an honorable guy, so he won't commit treacherous acts. And we got the diplo marriage, so we're hoping that we'll be cool there. And Hansiu enough, we're like best friends. Well, not like in game, but like in universe, you know, in lore. So hopefully he'll still keep on liking us. The turbans are taking the gate pass. That's not great for old Dongmin. He's having public order problems of his own, it seems. But he's got other people to play whack-a-mole there. We make the school there, and that means we'll be able to continue up the path. We're at negative food. That'll swap over in the new year, though, I think. Now, we are running low on supplies. We're just trying to... Like, he's for it, but they don't want me in. Like, I just need to be able to replenish on these lands. But fortunately, through the forms we got and the various stuff, we're only losing a third of all of our supplies. And Luigi is about to leave, probably. Maybe we should just cut him loose. Yeah. You know, he didn't have Filial and Incorrupt out of the box. One of the guys we already had did. Alright, now I know, like, rough where Liu Biao lives, but, man, I kind of hoped he was closer up here, because this army is going to starve. That's so rough. Tongde gets wounded. And we lose his whole retinue. Oh my god. Oh, why did I think Liu Biao lived closer than this? We have to... Why did I think I was closer than that? We just have to go back. Wow, what a shambles. What a... My man cannot read a map. Yeah, we're just gonna have to... all that's wasted, right? You know, maybe it saved me, because we wouldn't have been able to get there in time, and now at least we're not paying for them. Yeah. Man. Now that we've got the skull, I think we can break it. Alright, and then we need to build more food here, because we're out of food when we're out of stances. Well, that you know, we tried to do what the Emperor wanted. I know this map better than that. I do. I don't know why in my head we were leaving from Chang'an. Even that would have been a long walk. Well, hey, at least we didn't get penalties to Diplo while we did it. And really, losing Pongda saved us money, so that's good too. I guess we just... No, I mean, he didn't even have a retinue, right? Yeah. Oh, that's why. That he got wounded by the event and he didn't have a retinue. That's why he didn't come back. Right. Lady Feng? She's not definitely a spy, right? Can we afford to pay her? Yeah, barely. Do we have a spot for her? We will. Let's pick her up. Plus it'll give us a reason to pop. Yeah, because this will be... I mean, it's a negative fatigue buff, but... Oh, well, yeah, you know, it'll still give him damage resistance. That'll be nice. Nature's Ally. And then this slows the enemy army. So yeah, that'll actually be very nice. We can get her a divorce. You know, later if that's what she wants. Not good abilities, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Well, the next time we go over the mountain, I don't know, like, we can't do anything. I was like, finally, an enemy of the Han emerges, but, you know, they're way too far away to fight. And it's all we can do to keep our Imperial favor from totally cratering. I ignored it for a second, not like by attacking people, but just by not using the ability, which costs me a lot due to how crummy my my internal management is. I just can't help it. Like, they just keep rebelling. Maybe by the very end of the campaign we'll be able to stop them from wanting to do it. We go here, and that'll stop the peasants from being out of food due to winter. And now we just wait here. So, like, where are the paths forward? We'll just make friends with everyone around and wait for an opportunity to present itself, I guess. After all, being the minor lord of a little thing isn't so bad. Okay, so this is our unique building, which gives you public order and food and military supplies and replenishment. It's very nice indeed. You know, it's a nice one-stop shop. But I have to have more food than that, because this is just... Well, I mean, it would give us a little bit of public order as well. You know, it does give us a little bit of everything. But not money. Do we need money most? Probably. Just, yeah, probably.
稍事休息。
Well, not really. We need food even more, maybe. Because the food problems are leading to the constant public order problems, but every time there's a public order problem, we have to break the stance, and then we run into food problems again. So if you think about it, this campaign is torched. But I'm unwilling to give it up. Not because I think I'll learn something from it, but because I'm sure I won't. We can give her the food production one, which will be 20% more than nothing. But you know, we're gonna get a spy, because what do you get when you're totally broke? The ability to look for spies. That's the answer. We're not totally broke. We're at, you know, we're positive-ish. Ish. Can't pay a full army. Wouldn't have anyone to fight if we did. He really wants to get rid of this strategist. Ah, the looters. There's our opportunity. Alright, so we'll be able to go to the north and destroy these looters in Wu Wei. That'll be an opportunity to fight looters for the rest of the map. But since they took the land from... You know, assuming no one else grabs it first. Alright, we do need to get an army here. So she's part of a ruling family, so she's free. Oh, right, we didn't need to get rid of our sons. They were free. Well, I guess they were also, though, upset, and we had to get rid of them for being mad. Because she's married into some other ruling family, but that's still a ruling family. Like, we've already taken his swords. That guy's old. That guy's got a big retinue, though, which we don't want. We'll just grab these two vanguards and raise them here. And they should be able to put up with the other rebellion while we are away trying to get land in the north. Now, what do we do if someone attacks us here? I mean, lose, but who would it be, right? Zhongfu, who, you know, these are pretty... Oh, yeah, we should give her back her swords. She's probably not going to leave today. Negative food. How do we turn that around? You know, we don't. We don't. If we had another assignment, we could. But we don't. Fortunately, we're above 50 with the Emperor, which means I don't think he's going to sanction us anymore. Like, can this army beat a looter's army? I sure hope so. We forage, which gives us 1 turn of not running out of food until we run out of food again. Good. But hey, we're making more money. I guess we could spin off 1 person here. And she'll also forage food. Hey, there we go. We send all of them out individually to forage. Because we have 6 armies, and this will use 5. Yeah, and now we can use the 2 block to put down the rebellion and the other forager to get the food there, and then the Emperor will eventually not hate us. This is a plan. It's certainly a plan. Of course, the guy that gets food all the time doesn't get any of the glory. And there's just so much glory to go around after all. And I guess we have to give him a better title. Sometimes, yeah, their weapon models in front of the words. There we go. We'll make him an orator as well. Because he's worth 10 satisfaction to everybody else. Dongmin wants us to join up, but we're not gonna. Hopefully they don't have walls, right? Alright, so all the generals are unhappy. Why? Why? Why do they all choose now to get mad? Like, some of them are just mad because other ones are mad. This guy's super mad. Like, what? Oh, because that thing's over, but he hasn't got home yet. Well, maybe they'll leave, maybe they won't, right? What a shambles. We lost imperial favor? You are joking. That is outrageous. He just hates anything I do. They're literally looters. Ridiculous. And I guess these places are abandoned, so we can move in over there and take them. So let us get more silk stuff. Which we'll be able to build in a couple of turns there. That should be worth a big chunk, or rather a chunk. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know where they came from. Well, we're probably about to lose, huh? I don't know where they came from. I thought we just eliminated their faction.
今日我们要将他们连根拔起。
That's insane. Like, that's just nuts. Can't believe that. They came out. I don't get it. So, you know, the good news is we popped one unit of cavalry, but look at all the other units of cavalry that there are, right? Alright, gets our melee evasion up. Are they inside yet? Nope, they are posturing good. We get to pop on these cav here, stick on them. Charge uphill both ways here. Tower's doing some work. They are inside though. We've got to get back before too long. Teng has been slain because I wasn't paying attention. I don't even know where. And Pengde is now flipped out, so I can't control him to tell him not to get knocked off of his horse out here. Please come back under control, buddy. Man, he's taking so much damage. Alright, but importantly, we get out of there. Need to get inside pronto. Dive on these crossbows and on these crossbows. Hopefully those towers on the outside will do alright. We get caught on spears trying to engage inside. Feels bad. Nope, we just get right past them. Good, good, good. Try to push through here and light the oil. That way, if they try to follow us, it'll be more difficult for them. Get in here. They haven't taken the point yet. They're not going to take the point. We are winning this fight. All right. All right. We are winning it. The enemy may not know it yet, but we are winning it. Yeah, because we've already crunched one of these units of heavy crossbows. And it looks like our boys are acquitting themselves very well here. Man, that set came out of nowhere. Like, we just took this place. I thought it just said their faction was over. Fortunately, these fools that we crunched up on the outside at the start are still getting crunched. And It's definitely looking like we're going to be able to take this one down. Alright, these heavy crossbows break. Looks like they're about to get army lost, and they are. Alright, we're just going to keep on with the fast forward here as we carve up their units. None too proud. Then to run down the foe as they try to escape. Never to do so. And that is ugly. All right, we've gotta be higher than that. Yeah, it's better. All right. All right. Well, that was absolutely wild. They just sprang up fully formed, or they were in ambush the whole time, but our army was at like a third strength, but we ended up pulling it out. So oh, there's another guy by them too. Man, okay, well, so he's gained the fiery trait. Alright, so yeah, they just appeared and declared war on me. Good for them. Maybe they were in the distance all along. Alright, maybe we didn't destroy them. No, they must have, because they said they declared war, so I think, yeah, they just decided to come visit, right? So they can do that. That's what's hot on the streets. And then we just want to roll over there and take that land real quick before anybody else does. But we can't spin off any of these armies. We do have room for one more, though. We've got 6, right? We're going to recruit this Han Tinglan. They're a preacher. And we're going to send them off to preach the good word of Ma Teng's faction. I guess we stay up here with this army because this is where the looters are going to be. Wild. Wild campaign. Water clock always coming in clutch. Could use another one of them, I guess. Alright, well, now we have a nice booming silk trade. And somehow lost imperial favor for fighting looters, which is incredibly frustrating. I don't understand it. Maybe it's just that I had low favor, so anything I did was going to make the Emperor mad. And she's mad again, but like I can't. So just give her, yeah. Just keep on awarding them titles. There's nothing I can do besides that, I guess. I guess we could have tried to do this earlier, but you know, before, when the Han were up here, I didn't want to fight them because that would have got Dong, like he's, the Han are the vassal of Dongmin, so we would have gotten pulled into a war with him and that wouldn't have worked. But now, and if we could one day afford a second army, it could sit over here, or and then a third army could sit up there. Nice dream, huh? We need to scout up Shofeng and see if anybody even owns it. And if they don't, then we can move up there. We'll probably send the preacher on the river. Because it's 4K to colonize one of these places, but now that we're finally a little bit revenue positive, at least for the now, we can try it. We haven't even seen what's going on in the world. I imagine it's really bad for us. Why? We don't want to give him any good abilities. Alright, I guess we just give him Chief of Records. Yeah, these are... Man, everybody just hates working for me. They just all hate it so much. Dongmin has huge food problems, which might lead to public order problems, so maybe we can pick up some of his stuff that falls to rebellion, if it does. The Yellow Turbans are still kicking over there, which is nutty.
守职责，保持原样，点燃激情，痛击敌军。乱军终于得以平息，职责所在。
心怀荣耀。
After all, if you can stay friends with your neighbors, this is a good place. I mean, the looters come, I guess, but all you have to do is have an army there, and we already have an army. Although we'll eventually need to figure out, like, what the minimum army we can leave up there to deal with it can be. Because having the only army I have on the northern frontier where there's just, you know, non-faction AI stuff that comes in. Not a perfect plan.
时局变动，戡乱讨逆。
Now he's upset, so we need to give him a better title than Orator. General and like all these are too lofty, right? We're really backed into a corner here. Oh, well now he's gonna leave. I think if you click it and then unclick it, then he considers himself to be demoted. Alright, well we're gonna lose him. And that's gonna cause a cascading failure. Maybe. We'll just kick him out right now. We did take his mace away first, of course. Alright, so now he's gone, and maybe everybody else will leave overnight, and maybe they won't. Man, what a shambles. What an absolute shambles this campaign is.
此乃我方提案，如此只得作罢。
What? What? Okay, I guess another army has suddenly appeared. Well, we're full this time. It still says we're gonna lose. But I have to go to work, so we're just gonna save it. And when we return, we'll continue on this failure of a campaign. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is not how you're supposed to play Total War. You're supposed to win. This is not how you're supposed to play. But it's what we're doing. Apparently it's what we're doing. But anyway, see you guys later.